The Witch. This is Laura O'Brien here on loraobrien.ie and the irishpaganschool.com, and you're very welcome to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time here, I'm a native Irish 3 here in Ireland, and I do videos on Irish paganism, spirituality, our Irish ancestral religious practices and traditions, and folklore and our mythology and all sorts of interesting stuff. So do hit the subscribe button and, give it a share and all that good stuff. So we are going to look today, as part of our Folklore Friday series, at the hare in Irish tradition. And I do teach about this in our Witchcraft in Ireland course on the Irish Pagan School. But we are going to look not at that, but at duchas.ie. And this is the folklore collection from the school's collection from the National Folklore Collection at UCD, University College Dublin in Ireland. And this is a story that I found from County Sligo, I believe. Yep, Clunacool, County Sligo. And this is a story that I used to tell my kids. Well, there's many, many versions of this story. So this is one version of the story that I used to tell my kids. And I particularly like this one because it's kind of getting one over on the man. So, the hare. In olden times, Hare was a great place for hunting. One day, there was a party of gentlemen hunting near Screen. Now, gentlemen is code for colonial overbearers. They failed to rise either a fox or a hare, and they met a little boy on the road, and the huntsman said he would give him a half-crown if he could tell him where there was a hare. The boy was living with his grandmother in a cabin. He told her what the huntsman had said. We're just going to move on to the next page. So you can see that this is transcribed here from old documents that were collected. This is why it's called the school's collection. So what the gentleman had said to him. She told him to bring them to a small bush in a field at the back of the little house. And when they landed at the bush, out jumped a great hare, and away the hounds went in full cry. The hare brought the huntsman all over Hare. Towards evening, the hare was making for the same place from which they started, and the hounds were very close on her. There was no window in the cabin, but a hole in the wall, and into this hole the hare sprung. One of the hounds bit her on the foot, but the hare succeeded in getting into the house. And the huntsman pushed in the door, and the old woman was sitting in the corner. He asked her where was the hare that came in through the hole in the wall, and she said she saw no hare. He searched the house, but he failed to find the hare. He told the old woman to get up, and when she did, he saw that her foot was bleeding, and he knew that she was the hare that they had followed all day. He left the cabin as quick as he could, and the hare did not trouble him any more. Now, I don't think it was the hare troubling him. I think that he was trying to trouble the hare. But anyway, that was an odd way to end the story. But I really like that because it really does embody the old tradition of the witch being able to turn into the hare. And particularly, so that she could get the coin from the gentleman. And leading them a kind of a merry dance all across her local territory. There's a lot of themes in there that is very, very, would have been very satisfying to the native population, especially under occupation. So, that we were smarter than them, that we were faster than them, that, all the things that the hare kind of embodies in nature, that would have been identified with very much by the people who listened to these stories. And even if they didn't kind of consciously understand why the story appealed to them so much, it still would have been getting them, So that is an interesting example of a story of witchcraft in Ireland. And the hare is, and actually you can see I have one here. So this is a hare and a stone circle and a nice little moon. That's here behind me. And Witchcraft in Ireland from Ancient Druids to More Modern Druidora. This course explores the history and practice of witchcraft in Ireland. So do go to theirishpaganschool.com and have a look there if you would like to learn more about that. And meanwhile, like I said, like and subscribe and do share if you got something out of that. I will put a link to that original story in the notes below, so check that out and have a look. And while you're there, have a look through the rest of the school's collection at Dúchas because it is absolutely fascinating. Slán go fóill. Till next time.